What could be better than playing a hero in movies? Playing a hero in movies and being a hero and making a difference in real life. Robert Downey Jr. is one of Hollywood's A-list actors. He's hailed by many as the most brilliant and versatile actor of our generation. Believe it or not, there was a moment where many of us thought that we had seen the last of Robert Downey Jr. Robert was born April 4th, 1965, to Robert Downey Sr. and Ellis Ford. Robert's father was a filmmaker, and he played many small roles in his films. Both his parents struggled with addiction. Robert's battle with addiction began at an early age. His father would allow him to try marijuana at the age of 6. As odd as this may sound, the times that Robert and his father used drugs together was almost like a bonding time. Robert said in an interview to Vanity Fair, "When my dad and I would use drugs together, it was like him trying to express his love for me in the only way he knew how." Robert's parents divorced at 13, and he moved with his father to California. At the age of 16, he dropped out of high school and moved to New York City with his mother. Soon after this, his life spiraled out of control. In 1996, he was arrested for possession of heroin, cocaine, and an unloaded .357 Magnum. He received 3 years probation and was required to undergo mandatory drug testing. A year later, he violated his probation by skipping a drug test, and he served 113 days in jail. Despite his issues with drugs and the law, his career still continued to soar. He already starred in over 30 movies by 1998. Then in 1999, he was arrested again for missing another drug test and ended up serving time in California's substance abuse treatment facility and the Caracan State Prison. Just 4 months after being released from prison, Robert was arrested again in a hotel room on charges of possession of cocaine and Valium and being under the influence of drugs. Still, his career continued to rise. The next year, in 2001, he won a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actor in a television show. 4 months after winning that award, he was arrested again for being under the influence of a controlled substance and was let go from the show that he won the Golden Globe for. This could have been the last that we heard of Robert Downey Jr. He could have been one of those great stars we all reminisce about at parties. Our memories of Robert could have been, remember that really handsome guy who played in that movie with Molly Ringwald? What was his name? I wonder whatever happened to him. Instead, he got sick of hiding in the dark and hiding from the pain and hiding from his demons. Shortly after his arrest, he checked himself into a rehabilitation facility. In 2003, he quit drugs for good after Susan Downey gave him an ultimatum. It was either the drugs or her. Looking back at what he's accomplished after that point, one thing is for sure. Love has the strength to transfer pain into power. I know Robert doesn't feel like he should be the face of addiction, and he's right, he shouldn't be. He should be the face of recovery, the face of hope, the face of possibility to all who feel they are too far gone. Robert is going to come up here and give a speech titled, "One is too many and 1,000 isn't enough." Remember, he came from a world some of us can't imagine, and some of us are currently living. I'm grateful for his story, and even more, I'm grateful that his spark can only be burnt out by a brilliant blaze instead of being stifled by addiction. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for our true hero of our time, Robert Downey Jr.